A Quiet Shift, Episode 5, The Space Between Us. Anna stood at the front door, suitcase in hand, her face unreadable. She had spent the whole night staring at the ceiling, her mind replaying every single moment, every word, every silence that had led them here. David stood a few feet away, tense, his eyes locked on her. "You're really doing this?" His voice was steady, but his fingers curled into fists at his sides. Anna exhaled, gripping the handle of her suitcase tighter. "I need space, David." A flicker of something crossed his face, confusion, disbelief. "For how long?" She looked him in the eye. 15 days. David's chest rose and fell with a sharp breath. "And then what?" Anna swallowed, her voice cold but controlled. "Then, you tell me everything. No excuses, no lies. And if, after hearing it all, I still feel there's nothing left, then we sign the papers." His jaw tightened. "And until then, I can't be here." David's eyes searched hers, like he was trying to find something, some part of her that was still holding on. But he found nothing. Finally, he sighed and stepped aside. "Let me at least take you." Anna shook her head. "I'll manage." And with that, she walked out, the sound of her rolling suitcase breaking the stillness of the morning. The apartment smelled of lavender and old books, Rachel's signature scent. Anna dropped her bag near the couch, rolling her shoulders, finally allowing herself to breathe. She glanced around. The place was cozy, quiet. A temporary escape. Just as she was about to sit down, there was a knock on the door. Anna's heart jumped for a split second before she sighed. She already knew who it was. She opened the door to find David standing there, hands in his pockets. "I just wanted to make sure you got here safe," he said, scanning the apartment like he expected to find someone else inside. Anna crossed her arms. "I'm fine, David." He didn't move, he just stood there, hesitant, like he wanted to say something. But then he just gave a tight nod. "All right," he said finally. "I'll see you in 15 days." And just like that, he turned and walked away. Anna let out a breath, closing the door behind her. She had made it. She was free. For now. She grabbed her coat and decided to step outside for fresh air. Just as she opened the door, she froze. Standing in the hallway, locking his apartment door just across from hers, was Ryan. They both stopped, stared. The seconds stretched between them, filled with shock, disbelief. "Anna," Ryan's voice was careful, like he wasn't sure if he was imagining things. She blinked, struggling to process. "You live here?" Ryan let out a small, breathless chuckle. "I could ask you the same thing." Anna exhaled, shaking her head. "Rachel's apartment, she's out of town." Ryan raised an eyebrow. "So, we're neighbors now?" She laughed softly, but there was something else in her chest, a strange, unexpected spark. Before she could say another word, movement caught her eye. Further down the hall, David stood at the building entrance. Watching. Anna's breath hitched. He hadn't left. He had turned back, just in time to see her standing there, across from Ryan. David's jaw clenched, but then, instead of reacting, he looked away. Like he was forcing himself to ignore what he had just seen. And somehow, that made it worse. If you're intrigued by their journey and want to uncover what happens next, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon to never miss an episode.